Hello everyone, it's me Gagan Kumar present over here to teach you physics. Let's move on to the video. Today we will be discussing refraction of light, lecture number 3. In this video we will be discussing lateral shift of a light ray refracted through a parallel sided glass slab. So here what is happening? A glass slab is there. So this is the color given, a refractive index is given n or eta, whatever you can take. And here one incident ray is coming. Now this incident ray is refracted through this glass slab, and here it is the emergent ray, this is going out of the glass slab, and here you see there is a distance between, a perpendicular distance there between the initial incident ray direction and actually it is your emergent ray. So this perpendicular distance is called basically what? Now lateral shift or lateral displacement. So this one we will try to see today. Okay, now move to the topic. Okay, so here understand one important note. So here I have different mediums. So here medium number 1, medium 2, medium 3 and medium 4. So in this medium 1 having refractive index n1, n2, n3, n4. Now here you can take this angle, this is basically incident ray, this angle is theta 1 and here this one is theta 2. And remember these two lines, this is basically normal here. So if it is they are normal and it is a intersect, then this angle and this angle will be same. So here this will be also theta 2. Then after this angle you can take again a refraction angle theta 3, this angle also theta 3. Okay. Now this angle you take suppose it is theta 4. Okay. Then here what you can write? Now here if you will apply Snell's law at this point A, then you can write n1 sin theta 1 is equal to n2 sin theta 2. Okay. So similarly you can write also here at this point B, if you will apply Snell's law, you can write also n2 sin theta 2 equal to n3 sin theta 3. Now similarly in this point C also you can write Snell's law, n3 sin theta 3 is equal to n4 sin theta 4. Okay. So like this way you can write here. Now understand, if this medium and this medium will be equal, then what will happen? Now here this n1 and n4 value will be equal. Then after theta 1 and theta 4 value will be also equal. So according to this you can do, or you can write here, you see n1 sin theta 1 is directly equal to, I can write from this all three equations, n1 sin theta 1 is equal to n4 sin theta 4. Okay. So if n1 and n4 both refractive index is same, then this theta 1 and theta 4 both will be equal. So this is one condition, just remember important note, when there are different mediums are there, if a light ray is coming and it is going out here, then you can have a relation like this. Okay. Now we will go to the main thing, which is basically lateral shift. Okay. So here we have actually a glass slab here. So this is a glass slab. So here this glass slab is having thickness how much? Now here to here you take this glass slab is having thickness T. Thickness is T. Now here one incident ray is coming. So this we can write as, this is your incident ray, and it is making an angle here, you can write as I1, that is the incident angle or angle of incidence. So here this is the normal actually. So when light ray is coming and it is a different medium, we have to make a normal, and here it is I1. Now this light ray is deviating here and hitting another surface here. Okay. So this is a refracted ray. After here what is happening, again light ray is going out of this slab. So you can write it is, this is your going out means it is your emergent ray. Going out means it is your emergent ray. So light ray is coming like this, then refracting, then again it is going out of the glass slab. Okay. And here some angle it is making, this angle I can write as R1, and here also one angle it is making, this angle I can write as I2. Okay. So it is, you can tell basically it is going from denser to rarer. Here also refraction happening, and this glass medium is a denser medium. So when light ray will go denser to rarer, it will go away from the normal. okay, and this is yellow color whatever it is given, that is your normal. But when it is coming from rarer medium, rarer means this is your air medium, this is also you can take as air medium. Okay, so this is rarer, denser, denser, rarer. So here when it is going, so here one angle it is making, that angle you can write as R2. Okay, now just now you understand, if there are different medium is there, if this refractive index and this refractive index are equal, then definitely I1 will be equal to R2. Okay, otherwise you can apply the same formula, Snell's law, at this point A and this point you can take as a B. So at A and B point we can apply the Snell's law. So we will apply Snell's law at figure at point A, if we will apply Snell's law, we will be getting, okay, air medium, so refractive index will be definitely 1, so sin I1 will be equal to how much? N. Okay, so you can take glass refractive index is nothing but that is basically N. So N sin R1, and you see these two lines are parallel actually. So here these two lines, okay, this line and this lines are parallel, definitely this angle I2 and R1 they will be equal. So here I2 R1 is equal, you can write also. So then after here you can write next at point B, if you want to write you can write that is N sin I2 equal to nothing but that is sin R2. Okay, and here I am telling this I2 and R1 will be equal. So R1 and I2 equal because these two are parallel line and it is a bisecting. So here this angle will be equal. So you can write also here N sin R1 equal to nothing but N sin I2, and from here I can write sin I1 will be equal to sin R2, or I can write I1 will be equal to R2. So this is the condition you are getting here. That means here what is happening? Now there will be this incident ray and emergent ray is there. So actually these two angles are equal coming means definitely these two are going parallel direction. That means the angle between them is basically difference is 0. So basically they are going in the parallel it is going. So that's why there are some shift is there in the perpendicular direction. Okay. So this direction is called basically lateral direction. So this distance or displacement is called basically what? That is called lateral shift. This is called lateral shift. So remember, if a incident ray is coming, light ray is coming, here it is I1 and here incidence angle I1 and it is going again to the same medium, then this angle emergent angle is basically R2, then I1 will become R2. From where you are getting? Now just applying what? Snell's law. So this is at point A you are applying and this is at point B you are applying. At point B you are applying Snell's law, you are getting N sin I2. Okay, here light is going like this, then it is your sin R2, and also you are telling here from this picture you are understanding that here R1 and I2 both are equal. So definitely this expression also you can write, these two are equal. Okay, N is same, so sin I2 equal to sin R1. Now here again if these two are equal, then this both will be equal, then sin I1 equal to nothing but sin R2, which implies I1 equal to R2. So incidence angle and emergent angle both are same, that means these two rays are parallel to each other. If they are parallel, so between them there is some distance, that is called basically lateral shift. Now we need to calculate this lateral shift. So here let me take this point is nothing but that is your C point. So A, B, C point is there, and here this is a perpendicular distance. So that's why I will write it is a perpendicular thing. Now if it is a perpendicular means it is a perpendicular, it is your base and it is your hypotenuse. So this type of thing is coming now here. Now if I want to find this y, then I have to take this help of ABC triangle. So what is this ABC triangle? Try to understand. Now here in the next page, if I am considering my ABC triangle, okay, suppose in right angle triangle ABC, okay, what I can write? I can write, suppose here you check, here suppose I want to write this angle, suppose this angle you take theta, okay, and you can understand one more thing also here. If it this one, I will check correctly this total angle is nothing but it is your I, and this angle is theta. So this theta is nothing but I, it's actually I1, Okay, this angle will be I1. Okay, because these are opposite angles, so this total angle will be I1, and theta is nothing but how much? I1 minus R1, and this theta is nothing but how much? This theta is actually this ABC triangle theta. So here if I write here, so here in triangle ABC, okay, what is my sine theta? That will be perpendicular. So perpendicular is basically y divided by hypotenuse. That hypotenuse is nothing but that is here AB. So y by AB. Okay, now here this implies you can write y equal to nothing but sine theta into AB, or you can write AB sine theta. Now here y I can write as AB, and sine theta I can write as I1 minus R1. Okay, because in this picture itself I can understand my theta is nothing but I1 minus R1, because this is I1 and this is R1. This is I1, this is R1. So theta is nothing but I1 total angle minus R1. Okay, now here I am understanding about my sine theta. In that term y is coming, but here you see, here in this case I have AB, but I don't want AB. I need to replace this AB. If I want to replace AB, then I need to consider here, I want to replace AB. So what I need to do now, I have to replace my AB, okay, in terms of a T and some angle, some here some angle I have to consider here. Now here see what I am telling, now this distance also nothing but this distance also T. Okay, this distance is basically T, and here this angle is nothing but R1. Okay, this distance also you can tell it is a T basically. So this angle is R1. If I will consider AB and another point here D, so ABD triangle. So here you see, so this is your perpendicular here. So ABD triangle, then I can understand, if I will calculate cos R1, then it is B by H. So this AB will be hypotenuse, this AB will be, AD will be the base. Okay, so this AB will be what? Hypotenuse, AD will be base. So here I can calculate in triangle, right angle triangle ABD, what I can calculate? Cos R1 is nothing but B by H, which is nothing but T by, or basically you can tell AD by AB, AD by AB. Now here I can write my AB is nothing but that is T by cos R1, T by cos R1. So now if I substitute this AB here, so my lateral shift y I will get as T by cos R1 sin I1 minus R1. So this is my lateral shift. Okay, so here this AB value I am substituting here, then I am getting what is my lateral shift. Okay, very simple thing, only from geometry only you can understand here. So here first this triangle ABC triangle you have to consider, then you consider ABD triangle. So first in this case you will be getting y relation with AB and sin theta. Okay, or you can write sin theta equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse. So that's why I have written here sin theta equal to y by AB. Then after you would write next triangle is ABD triangle. So here you can write cos R1, this is the theta, cos R1 is nothing but base by hypotenuse. So this hypotenuse is AB. So writing here T by AB. T is nothing but what? T is the thickness of this glass slab, already we have informed. Okay, now here you can now replace AB, then after you getting y displacement this much. Now if you want to modify this expression, so you can do some modification here. So here either you can write R1 or R also itself you can write. Okay, in here instead of this R1 you can write only R also, no issues. If this one you are writing R, then this will be also R. Okay, because here also you understand that I2 and R1 both are equal. I2 and R1 also both are equal. So these two angles are equal, already you know from this expression you can get it equal to R1, you can get it here also. So you can write this is only I, this is R also you can write. Okay, so otherwise you can write also R1, I1, R1, like that way you can write. Now here you understand. So here what I will do, if will modification I will do here. So I can write my y equal to nothing but okay T by cos R1 and sin A minus B formula I will apply. This is A, this is B. So I can apply what? Sin I1 into cos R1 minus cos I1 sin R1. Now here if I divide cos R1, then it will become sin I1 minus cos I1 into tan R1. So this way also you can write lateral displacement is nothing but T times sin I1 minus cos I1 into tan R1. Okay. So this is also one expression you can keep in mind. So whatever you want to, you can do it here. And suppose here I need to represent in terms of refract index, that also I can put it here. Okay. So for that one I need to check this expression here. Okay. So you see here. So from here I can tell my refract index n is nothing but that is sin I1 by sin R1. Refract index I can write sin I1 by sin R1. Now here if I will go here, now here I have sin I1 but I do not have sin R1. Okay. So what I can do, now here I can y equal to t times I can divide one sin R1 and I can multiply one sin R1 n or eta refract index minus. So here what will do, here also here you have to divide. So that will be nothing but this will be your cos I1 by cos R1 and you have to write here a sin R1 also. Okay. Or you can write here sin R1, you can take common here. So here one sin R1 will come, a cos R1 will cancel, here cos I1 by R1, cos R1 also will remain. So in this also you can write, you can represent here. So what is the lateral displacement here coming? T. So you are taking here what? Either you are dividing a sin R1 and multiplying sin R1, otherwise you are taking sin R1 common, so that it is becoming sin 1 by sin R1. Okay. So that here what is happening? It is refract index minus cos I1 by cos R1, cos I1 by cos R1. Okay. So this is the idea you are understanding. So this is the lateral displacement you are understanding here. So proper derivations we did, and do you understand how this lateral displacement is coming? Now we will go to the next MCQ type question. We will understand from here whatever you understood, how to get the questions or solutions. Okay. So again I am telling little idea. Remember lateral shift, why you are telling lateral shift? Because if this refraction, this glass slab is not there, then incident ray will go like this. Okay. But due to glass slab, incident ray is deviating. So definitely here after deviation again emergent ray is parallel to this incident ray. So if they are both are parallel, then what is happening? Now here I1 and R2 they are becoming basically equal, and here between perpendicularly to the, this is the incident ray, original incident ray, to the original incident ray perpendicularly one distance is coming for that emergent ray, that is called basically lateral shift. And understand, if this incidence angle will be more, I will keep more incidence angle, then what will happen? Now here the separation will become more actually. So remember, if incidence angle is more, then lateral displacement will become more or lateral shift will become more. And remember again, suppose this refract index you are keeping, so this is the refract index glass slab. So if this refract index n or eta, whatever you are telling, if this is more, then also your shift will become more, because here you see lateral shift is nothing but directly proportional to eta. So like that one you can understand. If more thickness is coming also, this lateral displacement will become more. Okay. Now here you can write one thing, dependence of lateral shift or lateral displacement. You can write here dependence of lateral displacement or shift. You can tell also shift here. Now what is this one? Now here the first thing is basically angle of incidence. So here angle of incidence, that is your I, you have taken I1, angle of incidence I1. If angle of incidence is more, then this implies that, okay, your shift y, okay, lateral shift basically. So your lateral shift lateral shift y will be more. If angle of incidence more, then lateral shift is more. Number 2, remember thickness of glass slab. If thickness of glass slab is more, then also lateral shift will be more. So y means lateral shift, remember. Now remember number 3, if your refractive index of glass slab, okay, refractive index, okay, that is basically n. If this is more, then what will happen? Now here also lateral shift is more. Okay, y means lateral shift or lateral displacement. Lateral displacement here. So refractive index more means your lateral displacement also more. Now number 4, understand wavelength. So here we will understand wavelength, that is basically lambda. If lambda is becoming more or less, what is happening here? Now here understand, if lambda is more, then here lateral shift will be less. How it is happening? Now here is a refractive index and lateral shift, you can check here, they are basically directly proportional thing is coming, but you know refractive index is what? Refractive index is inversely proportional to wavelength of light. So that's why here we can tell lateral shift also inversely proportional to wavelength of light. So here wavelength is more means lateral shift will be less, or you can write if wavelength is less, then this implies lateral shift will be more. Okay, that means if we check the color, okay, here lambda violet. So violet light is having less wavelength as compared to red light, then here what will happen? Now lateral shift of violet will be more than lateral shift of red light. And remember, whenever this light we are taking this incident ray, so what we are considering here? We are considering here, this is your monochromatic light. Monochromatic light means what? Now this light is having a single wavelength, only one wavelength is there. This is the monochromatic light is going here. So if you take a violet light, here, then for this one your displacement will be what? More, as violet is having least wavelength or minimum wavelength as compared to the other visible color lights. Okay, so this is the idea you can understand about the dependence of lateral displacement or shift on different factors. Okay, so this is basically factors on which lateral displacement basically depends. Okay, now we will go to the questions here. They are telling here a ray of light is incident on a surface of slab at 45 degree. So that means this 45 degree is nothing but what it is? Now they are giving here angle of incidence is 45 degree. Okay, because incidenting at this angle, if the lateral shift produced per unit thickness is 1 by root 3. So what they are telling? Now lateral shift by thickness is how much? 1 by root 3. They are telling lateral shift per unit thickness, that means y by t. Okay, we tell now mass per unit volume. What is that? Mass per unit volume basically we can tell density. So similar way, the lateral shift per unit thickness is nothing but that is y by t. So that is given 1 by 3. Now the angle of refraction produced is how much? Angle of refraction means definitely they are asking about r, or you can write here basically it is r1, it is your I1. Okay, I told you, you can take either I1 or you can take I. In place of r1 also you can take as only r. Okay, now understand clearly here. So here I can tell my y equal to nothing but t by cos r1 into sin how much? Sin I1 plus r1, I1 minus r1. Now here this is the formula we have, and here they have given y by t. Y by t means I will write here y by t equal to nothing but sin I1 is how much? Sin I1 minus r1 you can calculate in terms of sin a minus b. It is sin I1 cos r1 minus cos I1 into sin r1 divided by cos r1. Now if we divide here, what we can get? Now cos r1 get cancel, we will get here sin I1 minus, here what will happen? Cos I1 into tan r1. Okay, so this is your y by t, and this y by t is nothing but they have given here 1 by root 3, and you see options are all are in tan actually, that means you have to find this thing, okay, or otherwise directly this formula also you can put it here. So here what is given, y equal to t times sin I1 minus cos I1 tan R1, so directly you can substitute and you can get here y by t also. Now see, y by t equal to 1 by root 3, now substitute there, 1 by root 3 here, I1 is given 45 degree, substitute, cos I1 also 45 degree, substitute here. Now you need to find here R1. So let me solve here. So here I am telling my y by t is nothing but 1 by root 3, that is equal to sin I1 means that is nothing but 1 by root 2. Why? Because I1 45, so sin 45 is how much, 1 by root 2 minus cos I1, cos I1 means cos 45 also 1 by root 2, and a tan R1 means I can keep tan R1 because I need to find R1. Now here what I do here, now to take common here 1 by root 3, take common here, it will be root 2, it is 1 minus tan R1. Now here root 2 will come this side, it will become total root 2 by 3, and you can write 1 minus tan R1. Now this implies here R1 if you want to write, you can write tan R1 is nothing but this one you have to do that side, and tan R1 you have to take left hand side, so it will become 1 minus 2 by 3 root. So you want to write here what is your R1, then this will be tan inverse 1 minus 2 by 3 root, 1 minus 2 by 3 root. So here you will check option, so here option A is matching correctly with that. So if you know the formula correctly, then easily you can find, it is very easy questions only. So here just try to put the values whatever given I1 and y by t, you need to understand that is your 1 by root 3. Okay. So I hope you are getting it. So your option will be, A option will be correct. Okay. Either you can use this formula directly, or you can remember this formula from here, you can find by sin A minus B formula, sin A into cos B minus cos A into sin B. After that you can divide this cos R1, it will become sin I1 minus cos I1 into tan R1. Okay. I will go to the next question. A light ray passes through a parallel glass slab. So that means that same thing, glass slab only they are telling, glass slab is there of thickness 10 centimeter. Thickness 10 centimeter means basically T given, T is 10 centimeter. Now placed in air, so this is your air here, so this is your glass, so exactly matching with our case, air, glass, air. Now the angle of incidence in air is 60 degree, that means here they are telling about I1, so I1 is nothing but 60 degree, so here light is coming here, now this angle is nothing but 60 degree, so this is your angle of incidence 60 degree. Now the angle of refraction in the glass is 45 degree, that means when it is going like this one, this angle is coming 45 degree. Okay, 60 degree angle of refraction is 45 degree, that means you can write your R1 or normally R, that is your 45 degree. Okay, now they are telling what is the lateral shift of light ray. So it is a direct formula asking, that means you know lateral shift means they are asking about y. So what is your y here? Now directly if you put y equal to t by cos R1 and sin I1 minus R1. Now here I1 given, R1 given, everything you need to substitute here. Okay, so let me substitute here. So what I am substituting? Now I1 value and R1 value. Now let here, so y equal to nothing but t by, okay, t value also I can substitute, that is your 10 centimeter. So answer definitely will come in centimeter. So cos R1 value is given how much? 45 degree. So write here cos 45. Then after sin, here you can write 60 is incidence angle. So this is your R1, this is your I1. So here you can write 60 minus 45, that means it will come sin 15. If you know sin 15 value, then you can write directly. If you don't know sin 15 value, then you keep sin 60 minus 45. Then after you apply sin A minus B formula, then easily you can get it. Now here it is 10 centimeter. You see, if you know sin 15 value, it is very easy to find, you can directly put. But here cos 45 equal to 1 by root 2, and here I can write sin 45 is sin 60 into cos 45 minus cos 60 into sin 45. Okay. Now this one I can write as root 2 into 10, and here see sin 60 is nothing but it is root 3 by 2 into cos 45 is 1 by root 2 minus here it is 1 by 2 into 1 by root 2. So that means here it is coming basically root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. So that means sin 15 value is nothing but how much it is? Root 3 minus 1 by 2 root 2. If you know that one, so you can directly put it here also. And you see if you will take LCM here, root 2 will get cancelled, and you will have 10 will cancel by 2, that is basically how much? 5, and here it will be root 3 minus 1. So that means here exact answer how much will come? Now y equal to nothing but if you calculate this 5 times root 3 minus 1, root 3 minus 1 means 0.73. If you multiply this one, it will come around 3.6 centimeter. So y equal to how much will come? 3.6 centimeter. You can check this one. So here what is happening here? Now here 2 by root 2 we are taking LCM. The root 3 minus 1. Now root 2 will get cancelled, and 2 will cancel as a 10 as a 5. Now root 3 minus 1 is nothing but that is your 0.73. Okay, because root 3 value is 1.73 around or 72 around, then minus 1. So that will become 0.73. So your answer will come around what? 3.6 centimeter. Okay, you can have a calculation, you can check this. So this is the way you can calculate here. So directly they asked the lateral shift y and given I1 R1. So immediately you are putting in this formula, if you remember, then you can get correctly. And in place of I1 R1 also you can take I and R, no issues. Okay, so lateral shift you can take as T by cos R into sin I minus R. Okay, so this is the idea about your lateral shift. Okay, I hope you understand. Thanks for watching the video. Like and subscribe Vidhyalakshmi NEET Academy YouTube channel. All the very best. Thank you so much.